people slipping around and sliding, skating 30 miles an hour, 40 miles an hour, falling. They got to be totally prepared. They start you dress from the bottom up, right?
Correct. They usually start with putting on their skates. Well, first of all, they go with their underwear on, of course. Then they go on with their skates and the socks and the pants and the shoulder pads and the elbow pads.
Elbow pads. About every square inch of your body is covered. They have garters for their socks.
Correct.
Although they probably wouldn't want you to know that. And they also got suspenders that they wear underneath all this stuff. It's the whole deal to try to keep them as safe as they can, but nonetheless, you still have some serious injuries that you've got to treat all the time in this sport.
Sure. Well, basically, it's just bumps and bruises and cuts.
And we're moving along here, and I guess you probably occasionally got somebody get their tooth knocked out. Can you guys ever put those back in?
No, we send them down to the dentist. We usually freeze them, and he tries to save them as best as possible.
What's the percentage of success in that?
About 80 to 90%.
Is that right? So a lot of guys get their teeth knocked out, but they get to keep them anyway, huh?
I want you to do a teeth check later, Kevin.
And I saw him wiping some atomic bomb on shoulders and so forth today. I just lost my IFB, Gail, so I'll just go ahead and take it from here. And I'm with Bob Shea. We're going to talk also a little bit. Thank you, Bill. Okay. With Bob Shea, we're going to talk a little bit about how they make this court the way they do. And if I can get Phil to come on over here, this is a fascinating process. What are these frosty little pipes here?
That's all distribution tubes. Carries the glycol mixture. That's an antifreeze and water mixture.
And you freeze that. Now, how many of these tubes are there actually under the rink?
There's quite a few. I never counted them, so I wouldn't know exactly.
But now that the ice is frozen, it will stay this way through the whole season, right?
Right. As long as you keep the glycol mixture running through it and the chillers running.
Till mid-March, and then I guess you lay a wooden floor across it and an insulation pad, and you can play basketball on this ice?
That's, as far as I know, that's what they're going to do with it.
Well, it's fascinating. That's what they can do, and it only takes them about 8 hours or so to turn this from an ice rink into a basketball court. Hockey has come to Columbus, and it is a fascinating sport. Of course, Ohio State has been playing hockey for years, but a lot of us haven't really, in Central Ohio, grown up with this sport. Some of us have our preconceived notions as to what hockey is. We look at it as a very physical, very rough game, and particularly at this level, the minor league level. Well, it just may be that thought is changing.
I don't think there's anybody that really wants to stay their whole career down here, and that's the whole purpose of it. So you pretty much do anything you can to get noticed. Whatever it takes to move up, that's what you'll do.
The clock is ticking for prospects who check, block, and score in this league. The ECHL is a developmental league, and its players have 3 years to prove they're ready to move up to the IHL or NHL. If they don't, they're done. Because of that and the fact that pro scouts can be in the stands any night, it's gained the reputation as a league where the meek need not apply.
Guys are out here, and they're out to impress every night, and there's scouts in the stands, and they're saying, I've got to go out and I've got to do something. I got to show that I want it bad. So they're going to go out and they're going to fight just to prove that they can play in the bigger leagues, because that's what they need nowadays. You need the big bruising, scoring, fighting. So it's just all out every game, and there's guys fighting for jobs down here too.
It's an image that has been enhanced by movies and folklore. Paul Newman's Slapshot was loosely based around life in this league. The film shot in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, the Johnstown Chiefs in Columbus tonight. But many of the Chill believe that perception is no longer correct.
Over the years it might have got a bad rap, but I think over the last 2 years, 2 or 3 years, you can see this league is really turning into high-paced, fast hockey league.
Early in its first season, Columbus has shown it won't back down from a challenge. Currently third in the league in penalty minutes, and a week ago lost their captain for the season for striking an opposing player in the face with his stick. It was a severe penalty, but the coach thinks it sent a signal that times are changing.
To have him go, it hurts us in the leadership part, there's no question. But I guess the league's got to sit down and say, hey, we're trying to fix up this league, and we're trying to send players down from the NHL here to develop, and if this continues, they're not going to send any more players down because they're all getting hurt.
And one footnote, tonight's game against Johnstown, in the movie Slapshot, the coach of tonight's team, a guy by the name of Carlson, played one of the Hanson brothers. That were the twins with the glasses. He's going to be here tonight.
So they're going
to have a movie star here. I'm with the president, Dave Pateson, and hockey, so far so good on attendance, huh?
Yeah, great. We had a sellout the first night, sold the building out in advance, as a matter of fact, which is really unusual for minor league sports.
Is it possible that a rink like this could be used maybe in the future for amateur groups who need the ice time? Because it's, with just Ohio State, it's tough.
Absolutely. We're looking into all those things right now. It's kind of a tight schedule this year because of all the building events going on, including the Horizon basketball team and us and a number of other events. So it's tight on the schedule, but they should give our